Alrighty, hello and good afternoon, Douglas. How are you
Hello,
today?
hello. I'm very good. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. I just want to mention that my camera is actually frozen right now, so I am going to shut it off the remainder of the interview.
No problem.
So I apologize for that. But Douglas, we've had some great conversation here before the recording, and I would just love for us to continue the conversation. If you don't mind, tell me a little bit about your professional experience.
I've been driving forklifts and working in a warehouse manufacturing space for about 8 years now.
Mhm.
My last job was actually at Coca-Cola. I think the biggest thing there is just working with your team. I worked a lot with our production team. I would prepare orders. I would grab material for them, and get it staged so they can use it. And it need to be very accurate. I'm talking about lots and material codes. Um, Also, I would do a lot of shipping orders to customers. So there I would use like a palletizer machine. I would put material in boxes. I would have to print the labels out beforehand. It would need to be exactly the right language because we would ship out to all kinds of countries. Put it in the box, prepare it correctly, and then put it on the palletizer. And there I kind of learned a skill to make sure all of the material was tight and safe kept. We call it like a spider web, and we would use the the shrink wrap, tighten it really tight. So I think I would use a lot of RF scanners too. I mean, the thing is inventory, so we'd use the RF scanners to make sure that everything is where it should be, all the materials where it should be, so we can easily find it and prepare it for the customers.
Absolutely. And thank you for that introduction, Douglas. You definitely laid out your experience. Great. So thank you for that. Now, I know we also chatted in reference to you've done or printed labels as well,
Yes.
correct? Okay,
Yes.
awesome. And then that also ties into a few systems that you're familiar with. So if you don't mind, can you share some systems that you're familiar or have used in the past?
Yeah, so SAP, really the main change that we had there, we would use a system called SAP.
Mhm.
We kind of broke that into S4 HANA. So that was like our main inventory system. That's how we would track all of the inventory. That really, at that point in my career at Coca-Cola, I was more staging material for production. So we would use that system just to like really track down exactly where the last movement of a material, or where can we find it all over the warehouse.
Absolutely.
Um, but that was more of just keeping inventory.
Yeah, absolutely. No worries. And so you're familiar with using systems as well. I know you've mentioned SAP in reference to, let's say, Microsoft emails, for example. I know we spoke about that off camera, but you're familiar with using Microsoft, for example, Outlook,
Yeah, Microsoft Outlook. I would use
spreadsheets.
spreadsheets, yeah, but most of the time we would kind of just open emails, and we would use the
Mhm.
spreadsheet kind of to keep track of what's coming from the plant, what's coming from our warehouse. Because so at Coca-Cola, we have kind of two separate warehouses, of the plant warehouse and the actual warehouse. We call it ALC. So we would use spreadsheets and send that to ALC. We'd have to make the spreadsheet, and that would detail exactly all of the material that needs to come out from the warehouse to the plant. So very technical stuff.
Absolutely. That sounds amazing. Definitely sounds like you'd be a great asset to that company, especially with the skills that you carry, computer skills and all of that. Now, just to wrap it up here, two more questions for you. But do you happen to have any time off or vacation that you'll be needing in the next 30 days at all?
Not at all. No.
Nothing scheduled. Awesome. And then I know the start date is going to be April 6th. Is that start date okay for you?
That works for me.
Sounds amazing. Well, I want to thank you for the time that you spent with me, Douglas. I'm going to stop the recording, but if you don't mind, stay on the line with me. I want to chat with you really quickly.
Sure. Yes.
Thank you.